Hello, everybody. Good Saturday afternoon to you. Welcome back to the stream. It is I, DigiDriver, and you are looking at X-Plane 11. No, you didn't just hear that. It is actually X-Plane 11. And I decided to have some fun flying around in the Sims today. Maybe a little bit of scenery dev, but that might happen later. It depends on how I feel. Um, with that said, today is Saturday, June the 10th. And I felt like hopping into the sim to go flying and just catching up with you guys, catching up and talking about some of my older experiences and maybe having some fun otherwise. I have not gone. Whoa, what? Barely just like took like 5 minutes to get to. DeLorean, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you for your support, my friend. Not required, but definitely appreciated, especially these days. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. Um, grab a seat. The only other seat in this plane. Oh no, wait, there's like two back there. But yeah, we're in X-Plane 11, and I am messing around. Apparently, this plane is stuck on the side of a building, so I'm going to go to map mode and push it forward just a touch because we are literally right up against the building. So, yeah, we can't have that. That'll do. Thank you. Hope you're doing very well today, friend. Welcome. So, yeah, like I said, I haven't touched X-Plane 11 much since I installed X-Plane 12 and since I've been doing scenery development in MSFS. However, I still like flying this sim every once in a while. A couple of weekends ago, I did fly a Tolas A319 from Greece to Switzerland. So let me do a few things. If you guys will forgive a little lack of preparation, I'm going to go ahead and set some views. That way, I can set up the way I want to reference things in the cabin for any flights, including future flights on VATSIM. Because I think X-Plane 11 probably still has some legs left for stuff like, getting up close and personal with systems. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, maybe being a little bit long-winded. Hopefully everybody here is having a good Saturday today. I am setting up some views so that way I don't have to be like, oh, where's this? Where's that? Oh, I don't know what to do. I I think my sim, my rig might be struggling a little bit with regards to what am I trying to say? With regards to X-Plane 11 and the old streaming setup, which is probably why I started using 12 more. Let's see. Is that good enough? Yeah, actually, I think I like this. And let me try moving my controls around. I need to check something. I have a flight switch panel, an old SciTech flight switch panel that I'm hoping still works. So give me a bit. My PC is chugging right now. That's not unexpected. That's one of the reasons why I installed 12, because 12 actually uses a lot less CPU resources. I started noticing after a while when I was flying with X-Plane 11, I, I really couldn't do much else. I couldn't access a lot of other screens. I couldn't do things easily. So this is taking a while. And if you guys, go check out somebody else, I totally understand. So I just turned on my flight switch panel. Let me unplug it and plug it back in. Hey, did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in, sir? Let me see. Now, I might be able to see the switch pad. No, I can't. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. No, no, that's not helping. Do I have to exit X-plane and come back on? I don't know. Well, that was part of the reason why I wanted to play with that today. All right, we'll do this. Let me go ahead and exit the sim and come back one more time. One. If it does not work, I'm going to jump into X-plane 12. So let me at least put you guys in a be right back screen so you don't see just a blank page. And let me fire up X-plane 11 again. The reason why I even still have X-plane 11 is because I like the setup that I have with it. I still have a lot of ortho installed across the US, most of the Caribbean, and most of Europe. So I think the only thing I might have forgotten to do was to run X-plane 11 as an admin, but I didn't have to do that before, so I'm not sure if I have to do that now. We'll see. I know X-plane 11 used to take up a lot of processing power, so, such is life. But, hello to all the bots watching. Woo! Steve99 coming in with the tier 1 sub. Thank you for the 2 months of support, my friend. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Let me resume the last flight, or let me just make sure I know where it is. We were at Corpus Christi. We were going to do a little bit of flying up the coast. I'm not going to get anywhere close to Houston, but I just wanted to mess around with the Skyhawk and see what I could do. This isn't on any network. This is just me messing around with stuff. My flight switch panel still doesn't do anything, so I am just going to leave this as is, and we're going to go flying. But hello, friend. Good to see you. I was trying to do stuff last week, and if you follow along on my Discord at all, I wasn't feeling good. So I started getting serious to try to figure out how to make myself feel better. And I think one of the things I discovered was sleep is a beautiful thing. So I tried that. I'm happy with it. And so far, so good. Well, so far, so okay-ish. But I'm just snapping pics of the cockpit for now, just to get my view presets set, because I literally haven't flown this aircraft in a long time. And I can zoom into this portion right here so I can easily access the controls. And then what I can do is just crane my neck forward. This is probably good enough for me to look over the nose, or what, the cowl? I don't know if that's the cowl. Could be. And let me move this plane forward again because it's right up against the building. That's good enough. And now I can create a view, which I'm going to save as, let's see, my 6th preset. And this view is the view that basically stays in one place while the plane moves or bumps around. We'll use that as the 7th preset. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got a lot of views now. We should be good. Oh, Steve, I am feeling a little bit better today. I'm trying to be as aware of how I feel as possible without being like hyper crazy. Like, I don't feel like, I gotta go to the hospital. No, no, I don't want to do that. But I would prefer to not freak out about stuff. Now, unfortunately, the flight switch panel that I have doesn't want to work. So maybe it's because it's in the wrong spot. There we go. Now let's see if it actually works. The missus is not feeling the best these days. Total total transparency with you guys, full disclosure. She's concerned about a condition that she's been told about. I believe that the both of us are planning to try to get that fixed as soon as possible. And by fixed, I mean probably possibly outpatient surgery if that's what it comes to. It's it's not something that either one of us expected. And details aside, it's something that has bothered her significantly. There's a sense of relief in knowing that there's been something that's been affecting her for so long, but it's like knowing you have to do something big and a little bit scary. It kind of messes with you a little bit. The both of us are born again Christians, and we have a relationship with the Lord through Jesus Christ, and we want to be about the business of living that out every day. It doesn't mean life is less scary. It just means that we have a hope, we have a rest, and we have the ability to do things that we pray and we believe carry us through the really scary times in life. And that's where we are right now. That's why I was saying this on my Discord channel this week. Like, I wanted to do scenery dev this week, and my brain was just like, nope, nope, you're not. You're not. It wasn't like a physical thing. Like, I wasn't having an argument with myself. I joke. You talking with yourself is normal. Arguing with yourself might be a problem. But my body, there's a kind of mental exhaustion that you hit where you you don't you don't know the power of the dark side. No, you don't know how you feel. You don't know how you feel about stuff, or not how you feel about stuff, but you don't know how you feel in general. So, you know what? I think I like this slightly better. Let me zoom out a bit, and I'll just hide the yoke if I want to. And can I access that button? This might be good enough. Yeah, let's make this view preset too. I can hide or show the yoke whenever I want to. Oh, come on, come on. Be nice to me. Can you work, please? Hold on. Let me at least see if I can see the control from here. No, it doesn't work. I wonder if this was an update that made it not want to. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Um, I don't need the flight switch panel to fly this plane. I have an idea, but I'm not going to be using any nav aids. I'm just going to be using, pilotage and dead reckoning, just getting myself lost on purpose in the sim, which is one of the benefits of flying in a simulator versus doing this in real life. You spend a lot less fuel, a lot less money on fuel, and you can focus on having more fun. So that's fine. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. The battery is on and the alternator is on. Let's get the avionics on, and we'll get the nav lights on. Beacon, land, fuel pump will keep off for now, and we'll turn the magnetos to both. And actually, do I need to do that? That's okay. How much fuel does this plane have? Flight configuration, customize. We have 125.6 pounds, 3 hours of flight time? Oh, no, wait. That's payload weight, not fuel. 175 pounds of fuel. Let's make it about 280, and we will say we have about 200, upwards of about 280 pounds myself and maybe some bags. Single pilot flight, and we have enough fuel to last us for a while, definitely enough for sightseeing, and we'll apply those changes now. And let me actually keep a view of my chat open so I'm not rude. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate having you on board. Certainly appreciate the resubs or the subs. You are appreciated right now more than you know. So, what can I do? We have fuel selector set to both, and mixture is going to be full rich. So throttle's all the way back. Let me just double check. And my zoomy thingy is on. We're going to put the radio lights all the way up because I'm cheap like that. And that's my trim. Let me go ahead and carb heat. Do we need carb heat? Not unless we're flying really high. I don't think we're going to have issues with temperature today. And we will set our squawk code as 1200 since we're squawking VFR. And I might as well put my squawk on right now because I'm lazy and I forget. When we fly today, do we have the ability to lock in altitude? Where is that? Where is that? That's my thing. ADF. This is a 6-pack, so it might not even have in autopilot. We have a 430 and a 530. I don't see anything for... Oh, no, wait, here we go. Heading, nav, approach, and reverse course? That could be. How do you actually turn this on? Heading, nav, approach, nav, GPS, and trim, altitude, vertical speed. Okay, there we go. We'll keep this set the way it is for now. Isn't there a button for the autopilot? I mean, I guess I can always manually take the controls and override that, so that's fine. I'd like that to go away, but again, I'm not worried about it right now. I'll probably hit the alt button once we get up to a certain altitude that I want to keep. So let's get this bird up and running. There is no APU. The APU is me. So we have our magneto set to both. We have mixture full rich, throttle. Give it just a little bit of juice. Oh, really? What? Why is my throttle not responding? Okay, something's weird here. Did I forget to do something? Something's weird with my controls. Okay, do we have anything that actually does throttle? No. Do we have anything that does throttle here? This is my yaw. This is my throttle. Is my throttle response reversed? I don't know. I'll unplug my gamepad for now, just so there's no confusion. And that should be it. That's really, really weird. Okay, I need to find out what's actually messing with my throttle response. Other controls, none, none, none. T16000M. Throttle, none, because I'm not using it. Yeah, so I shouldn't be having that much difficulty with my throttle whatsoever. I'm not sure what's going on right now, and I wish I knew. Oh, is it because my mouse was stuck on it? I guess that's what it was. Weird. That's fine. Feed in a little bit of throttle and let's get going. All right. Oof, my mouse moved real fast. Clear right, clear left, clear in front, clear prop. Here we go. Directional gyro not aligned with true magnetic north. How do we do that? I don't know. Do we have a repair option on this bird? Or how do you align gyros? Let's find out. Align gyro? Gyro trim down, trim up. Do we do any of that? I wonder if I could do that with hat switch. This is the hat switch, isn't it? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing for hat switch. Duh. Okay, hat switch up and hat switch down. Um, can we find... All right, never mind, never mind. Let me see if I can just set a control for this. Gyro trim, Control Shift G, and Control Shift B. Barrel pressure. Oh, that's standard barrel. Control Shift T. Okay. Control Shift T for up, G for down. And I don't see where the gyro is. Okay, so I don't see it. I'm not worried about it. It is not trim. Yes, it is your directional gyro on your instrument panel. You line it up to your wet compass. Uh, what is my wet compass? I don't know. Oh, did you mean this? Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Something isn't moving or my key combinations are wrong. Complete freedom, hello. The compass card with the airplane over it, center of the instrument panel. Okay, so right now I'm facing south and this is not pointing to true north. So we have a problem. This is probably what needs to be done because if we're pointing, it's not aligned with true magnetic north. I'm not facing north, am I? No, I'm facing south. I'm on a heading of 176. This is basically where I am. Let's see. 1518, probably around here. The compass on top will change when you start moving. Okay, great. Thank you. See, this is kind of interesting now. So now this is tuned much closer to what my map, which I'm cheating, shows what my actual heading is on the ground. So if I'm at 176, that should show on this one. It's floating in liquid. Got it. That's why it's called a wet compass. Clunk. I could add a VA chat. Okay, so I'm at Corpus Christi and I'm not flying on VATSIM. This is more like a fun flight to get the juices flowing. I'm in a Cessna 172 with a 6-pack And we're going to go for a little ride around the coast of southwestern Texas. The gyro will drift over time. Nice. Where's my magenta line? No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine, chat. We'll be fine. All right. Let's let go of the parking brake since I believe it is set. And here we go. We are rolling. Unfortunately, the throttle on my T16000M has gotten sticky over time. Not in the sense of actual liquids or things spilling into it, but the throttle response lever. I don't know if I need to put more WD-40 on that thing or it's just messed up, but it's not functioning the way I want it to function. That will need to be corrected every so often. Got it. Okay, and now the floating compass looks a lot better. So welcome aboard, everybody. This is a throwback to the old days of 2019, 2020 when I was flying X-Plane 11 almost exclusively. I am not flying on VATSIM right now. This is just a de-rust reintroduction to flying GA in the 172. I am flying with a six-pack, so believe it or not, I am not flying with like huge glass panels, although I do have a pretend 430 and 530 here. I know enough to be dangerous with the autopilot in this plane, so I'm guessing I should be fine. And I will set the heading bug to a southbound heading and get going. Knocking the rust off. Yes. Yes, sir. All right. I like flying GA every once in a while. I like flying airliners a lot because they make me pretend that I'm at the controls of a really, really, really expensive airplane. But I also haven't done a lot of flying lately either because I've been focused almost exclusively on flying, excuse me, doing scenery dev. Which reminds me, I have not given up on scenery dev for X-Plane. I just haven't done much of it myself. I'm sorry, I haven't done many flights because of it. Wait, stop. English. I haven't given up on scenery development for X-Plane. I've just been focused on scenery development for MSFS. I would like to get into X-Plane 12 scenery development since I don't think a lot's going to happen with X-Plane 11 anymore. Some more sim sounds. Yes, gladly. I'm sorry that the volume isn't better, but we will get the volume controls up and running. Give me a bit. Man, my system is chugging right now. The frame rate isn't horrible, but the simple fact is I probably have near 100% use in this thing. I think the in-game sounds need to be increased. So we'll bring the master sounds up, and that should pretty much take care of the problem internally. All right, let me know if this sounds better. I bought Premium Deluxe when it came out. I wanted to get the 787, so I figured I had the money to pay. I paid it. I don't regret getting the Premium Deluxe Edition in the sense that I had all the planes available immediately and I had some extra bespoke scenery. Now I make my own scenery, so scenery is not that big of a deal to me anymore. But the changes and the updates coming to the 787 are going to make me a happy boy. I also have the Kuro 787 mod that lets me fly the 800 and 900 variants. But having the ability to fly the 787 was the basic reason I decided to pony up the 120-ish bucks for the Premium Deluxe. Essentially. No sim sounds at all. Okay. I know why. Stand by. Stand by. This happens to me occasionally and I miss it. You guys should probably hear it now. Hold on. It's probably too loud. You're flying with your Game Pass. Okay, so the Game Pass, I think, gives you Standard Edition right off the bat. There we go. I brought it to about half my total volume, so you'll hear me talking, but you will hear the sim sounds. If it gets difficult to hear me, just let me know in chat. Okay. Should be fine now. I'm gonna go ahead and close some stuff down. I'm not using SimBrief. I can minimize my browser window. I'm going to close VATSpy. I'm not on VATSim right now. And what else can I close? Probably my downloads folder, since I don't care about anything I was trying to download earlier, if I was. Yes, you will need to buy it. So, there you go. Okay, so let me put my stuff in a place where I can easily access it. Sorry. And let's go flying, and let's go catch up. So, oh, yeah, I'm not worried about that control. So, there we go. I'll put this right about here. And let me do a quick little run up since I'm by myself and there's not even any traffic here at IRL. What's my heading right now? It's 88. So 88 degrees. That's pretty close. I moved this by mistake. Now, to look like I know what I'm doing, let me try dropping one of the magnetos and seeing what happens. Something should react. Oh, well, I'm also not flying the Rep Pack 172, so nothing might happen because it's a default plane. But run your RPMs up to 1700. Gotcha. My parking brake is on. RPMs to 1700. And now let's see what happens. I do hear a slight variation in the engine. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I went to left mag and it dropped. That's great. It dropped about 100 RPMs. Yes, sir. Affirm. That's pretty cool. I might have to have more conversations with you, Complete Freedom. I'm glad you came along today. I'm good. All right. I forgot to put my taxi lights on, but I will put my landing lights on now. I'll turn these off since they're not going to do me much good. I'm about to take off. Beacon lights on. Strobe and pitos, just in case I wander up into higher altitudes. And yeah. Hey, MJ0, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Hope you have a great time here. This is the DigiDriver channel, and I am DigiDriver. We're flying an X-Plane 11, and we're just going to mess around in southwestern Texas today. Let's get some flaps in. 10 degrees flaps should probably do. I don't think I'm going to need that much runway to take off, and we should be good at this point. All right, I'll set my heading bug. Yeah, it's already set. And now we can release parking brake, and here we go. Parking brake released. Ah, no. Like I said, I'm not on VATSIM. And here we go, runway 18 at Corpus Christi International. Don't mind my crazy rudder movements. Let's get this thing stabilized. Come on. Is my joystick out of whack? It wants to keep turning down. Dorifto! Alright, hold it. Yeah, we'll pull off the runway. Simulate a problem. Alright. We will debrief that takeoff. That was atrocious. Alright, I had my flaps set, but why was I turning all over the place? I was barely even touching my rudder and it went all over. Let me give it a little bit of throttle, not much. I won't need much for the taxi. This thing can almost taxi itself. I forget that the rudder response in this sim is probably different than MSFS, so maybe there was a problem. Also, I could probably just check my aileron surfaces real quick. The ailerons are responding. So are my elevators. And so are my rudders. And I can give it just a little bit of rudder. Yeah, it should be good. We should be good. I probably just really manhandled the takeoff. You know what I will do though? I will double check my dead zone for my rudder pedals. Not my rudder pedals, the things. These guys, the kind of toggles. Um, Let me see something. There's a little bit of I think craziness that happens around here. All right, let me edit the response curve. I want to I want to keep the rudder pedals from kicking over up until about point 0.4, so I know they won't go off accidentally. So let me see if this makes it better. It's a bit of a dead zone, and I will have to pay attention to my rudder inputs because they're going to go really quickly, really fast. But a little bit of patience and a lot more steady control, and it's something that I think I'm going to learn over time. All right, we're going to try it again. I'm not going to worry about the run-up. We've already done that. And I have the trim control available on my throttle, so I should be able to trim after we take off. We'll try it again with more control this time. Come on. Oof, wow. More left rudder for me. All right, I'm going to try it again. Feed in the throttle. A little more control, come on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the plane. Wow. Is it something that I forgot to set? Or is it my trim? Let me check. Oh, wait a minute. Was it? I don't know. Was my autopilot fighting me on the ground? Huh. Strange. Slipping in more trim. Yeah, I think it's entirely possible that I was having trouble with the AP. Also, the winds right now I think are gusting to 21 knots, so I didn't pick the best day to go flying a GA plane. But we're up. I am in the green band for power. Let me give it even more power and put my flaps up. Oof, the nose dropped really fast. Let me pitch. Not that high. Not that high, did you? Come on. We'll pitch for climb, and man, it's a windy day. I'm still hand flying this thing. But you know what? Let me activate the heading bug and at least get myself pointed in a solid direction. Okay, so I've got that to help me at least. And let's trim vertical speed to about 800 feet per minute. There we go. Best day for a challenge, that's for sure. Okay, so I've got heading and trim. I'm flying present heading. Wow. Okay, this plane is going bananas. Let me put the pitch heading way down to like 200 feet per minute. I need speed. I don't want to stall this thing. Wow, the winds are nuts right now. Do I have? Yes, I have a browser open. Let me look up METAR for Corpus Christi International. So winds are 10 to 15, 10 knots gusting 15 from 170. Iowa Scotsman, thank you for the tier 1 for 23 months, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thanks for stopping in today. The winds are tricky, but you know what? Let's go ahead and turn to the east a bit. Let's go to a heading of 100 or close to. We'll split the difference. Good afternoon, my friend. Welcome. I'm actually flying a GA airplane. I'm actually flying. That's a bit of an inside joke. If some of you have been around the channel for a while, you know I took a extended hiatus from excessive amounts of flight sim streams because I wanted to focus on scenery development. I started to find that more of a satisfying thing to do. So I started doing scenery development a lot more for MSFS, and I enjoyed it. Then I got really busy with life, and I kind of pulled back a bit, and now I'm back behind the controls of a 172. Amazingly enough, I'm gonna keep the landing lights on probably for the majority of the flight, and my flaps are up. I don't think I need to worry about much right now. I think if I get up to maybe 7,000 feet, I might lean it a little bit, but probably not. It is nice to be in the air. It is very nice to be in the air, actually. We're not doing too bad, and I do believe the Gulf of Mexico is this way, so we're on our way. That's what I wanted. Yeah, there's the Gulf right off to my 9 o'clock. Let's go turn into it. And now we're going to start turning towards the north to follow the coast up for a bit. So hello everybody, welcome aboard. It is very nice to have you here. I am definitely a noob at the hands of a Cessna, but we're enjoying ourselves, and I am playing around with some settings. I could be basically flying this thing by hand right now if I really wanted to, but I don't want to because I like letting the autopilot handle my course corrections, especially if I need to look at other systems or stuff like that. Eventually, I think I'd really like to get really good at VFR again. There was a time when I was following some of the ratings on Pilot Edge. I got as high as Cat 8, so I knew how to, you know, fly around in Class Charlie airspace, request all that, and I got back into flying tube liners, and most of that rusted over. So I want to spend some time, even if it's only a little bit of time over the next year, getting back in the habits of doing some VFR flying, because I think that would be satisfying, at least a little bit. I'm flying an X-Plane 11, and I have V-States, Texas. I have some autogen popping in, and the rest of it is just satellite imagery with Global Trees North America for X-Plane 11. I don't have much else installed. I do not have SimHeaven X America installed. This is just default. But I do have SimHeaven installed for Europe in this same sim. So I might do a flight either later this weekend or next week overseas in Europe, but maybe not today. We're climbing. We're on our way to about 5,000 feet. And whenever we finish, we'll wind up in the plus 500. So if we're going to fly to the northeast, we'll be in the odd thousands plus 500. And if we're flying to the west, we're going to be in the even thousands plus 500. But we're not doing bad for the climb. I could probably even climb at 500 feet per minute and still be okay. And now I think, actually, where am I? I don't know where I'm at. Okay, there we are. We are, yeah, we're pretty much on the coast, or we're right next to the coast. There's like an oil rig there. I can probably fly up that little, what do you want to call it? Isthmus? Let's stay focused on the plane. I really wanted to get back into the aircraft and fly and stream today. I wanted to say hi to chat and to catch up with you guys. Earlier I was talking about just, feeling a little bit better than I had been over the past few days, and that's because I'm starting to sleep more and I'm starting to try to be way more literal about taking care of myself, because I was pushing hard to try to do stuff at work, and I'm beginning to realize it's not worth it. I think that's downtown Corpus Christi right there. It's pretty sweet. So, I don't know. It's my bent. I try to do as much as I can for myself and for others, and sometimes you just get to a point where it's just like, nope, nope, I can't do that. I don't have the ability to do that anymore. So, it is what it is. Um, I'm not flying to VFR specifications per se. This is just an offline flight for fun. I'm having fun. I'm not going to worry too much about, you know, procedure. Although at some point I do want to get back to procedure. So there we go. I am, I think, in the channel between the outer land before the Gulf and the actual mainland. So I can either choose to keep going out this way, or I can stay close to, mainland USA here. This is also Xenviro 1.17 or 1.18, I believe. So the clouds are pretty nice. And you can tell it is a bit of a windy day here today. It's not too bad, but if the winds are coming out of the south, we have probably maybe just a touch of a quartering tailwind. So I don't know what my ground speed is right now. Do I know? Yeah, it's 102. 102. Is that true airspeed? No. That does mean I have a tailwind. So like I said, it was like a 10 to 15 knot tailwind. So my true airspeed is probably somewhere around 90-ish knots. So this is cool. Let me settle. Wait, let me just get to, let me get to 7,500, or I could go back down to 6,500. I'm sorry, 5,500 and stay put. I'm going to ease off the throttle just a little bit. Not being impacted by the wind so much now. I guess it's settled. Hopefully the sim looks good for you guys. It's not bad. It takes me back to the old days where we would all talk about cooking ortho for X-Plane 11 and flying GA flights or flying in Europe or in America or South America. I'm thinking about places I want to visit in the sim. I have never been to Estonia or Latvia. I don't have any ortho for there yet. In X-Plane 11, I have ortho for most of Western Europe and Central Europe. Right around the point where you start getting into northeastern Germany, I don't have any ortho. I also don't have ortho for like, Finland, Norway, Sweden. Uh, Sweden? Yeah, Finland, Norway, Sweden. So I need to probably get cooking on that if I want some ortho for the sim. I use Google Earth and I put it at zoom level 16 and I put there's like a decal mode you can use to kind of make your ground look a little gritty. And then I default airports to zoom level 18, which I think has worked predominantly for me. I've been able to cover most of Europe without it chewing up all my hard drive space. I have my ortho on an 8 TB drive. Oh, I went past 500. Hold on. Let me fix it. Like I said, I am flirting with clouds, so I am not flying VFR to the letter, but I'm just having fun. It's nice to know that I can still fly a GA plane and not be freaking out. By the way, folks, sound check. I hope that I'm sounding okay for you guys. If my mic is too loud or the sim is too quiet, let me know. Want to make sure you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. All right. Now we're set for about 5,500. This is the way we should be flying, minus me dipping into and out of clouds if I'm flying VFR. So not sure why I'm getting stutters, but it could be because of the ortho loading on my mechanical drive. I'm not really worried about it right now. Now, let's take a look at nearby airports. We have KRKP, and how far away is that? Doesn't show distance. Oh wait, this is 50. 35. So a little over 20 nautical miles away. I could land there, or I could go further out to maybe 9 Romeo 4, or turn left and go to Kilo Romeo Foxtrot Golf, which is about 40 nautical miles away. Might give me enough time to descend. Let's try that. And let's go ahead and assume a straight-in landing. We'll trim it down for about 800 feet per minute for the descent, maybe 1,000. And I'll go ahead and pull the throttle, start turning to the left. And let's see, probably 27. No, that's 30. Duh. So probably 330. And let's have some fun with the descent. I'm not going to go faster than 1,500 feet per minute, but we'll see what we can do. I think that's the airport in front of me. I could be wrong. Unless it's that. It might be. It might be. All right, so I'm not going to go full idle because I don't want the engine to sputter, but we'll take it to about... Oh, no, that's not the airport at all. It's way out there. We'll get to about... You know what? Maybe we should stay around 3,500. How about that? I thought I was right in front of me. I was wrong. I'll try to fly the pattern, assume a certain entry altitude for the pattern, and then just stay where I need to be and land. And hopefully I will not have significant problems putting this plane down. And about here. So about 3,500 feet. And the airport may be that way out there or even further out. I don't see anything in front of me. What do we have? Yeah, it's about 30 some odd nautical miles in front of me, so I'm not going to see it immediately. Question. Does the airport have any kind of... Do I care? Do I have a nearest button here? Message, flight plan, procedure. Flight plan. I think it was KRFG. Okay, Brookfield. Enter, accept. Do we have any procedures for that? Okay, no approach, vectors, that's fine. But... yeah, it's KRFG, so not much of a deal. We are coming up on it, though, so I think I'm going to start descending even more. Let's go down to about 2,500. And now it's just slightly off the nose. So it would be... I think it's this, I want to say, but it might be further up. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the eyeglass filter I'm wearing, but it does look hazy out there. KSAT has a problem, that's fine. I've had issues with certain sceneries. Okay, we're below 3,000. Getting into the yellow band, I gotta watch out. Keep it locked here for now. Either that or it's hazy. It's hazy. This would not be a good day to fly VFR, I tell you that right now. So, Theoretically, once I get past this haze layer, I should probably see it like off my nose, and I don't. We're keeping about 100 knots. Okay. What's my heading? It is 336. 336. That's the heading bug, duh. So that's 34. That's interesting. This thing really simulates gyro drift. Okay, we are 20 nautical miles away from the airport, and maybe we'll take it down to 1500. And there's a lot about this plane that I'm not scanning or checking, so I would not be getting good marks from anybody right now. Also, this is not VFR weather at all. So, if this flight turns into a investigation, then I can be very comfortable knowing that I am doing it in the sim and not IRL. This is just the kind of thing that might get me fined heavily by the FAA, if not worse. I will start slowing my rate of descent down, and fortunately I've broken through whatever haze that was, and I'm very happy about that. Wow, that's pretty weird. And let's keep it around 1500. And now I think I should really be seeing the airport. It's probably just under this low-lying cloud. Yeah, right there. See? Okay. So if the winds are out of the south, then what we could do is come into the traffic pattern at a 45-degree angle and get set up for our approach. So let me do a little bit of pretend checking just to feel like an actual pilot here. Magnetos are both... Do I want my fuel pump on? I probably should have kept it on this whole time, and probably should have used it to start the plane. But again, this isn't a rep pack, so I didn't blow anything or gum up the engine, fortunately. I don't think I need the taxi lights on just now, and I should be good otherwise. Pitot heat's on. Yeah, lights are lit, so not worried about it. And yes, I'm going to cheat by looking way above this cloud. Oh, we're not that far out from the airport. This cloud is low. Once we get past the cloud, we could probably make a turn to maybe 300, and then enter the pattern at 45 degrees, and then go downwind, base, final, and land. Judging on how I did for taking off, I don't know what landing's going to look like. And X-Plane is not forgiving. If you land hard enough, you will wreck your aircraft. So I better be good about this. But this is what having fun is all about. Do I have a little bit of auto-gen? Not much. Or theoretically, I could skip the entering at 45 degrees since I'm pretty much aligned with the runway and just keep going. I'm going about 90 knots forward speed. I might want to start feeding in flaps now. So I'll do that. Flaps 10. Give a little more power. Power. And beam the touchdown point. I'll put my gear down. Can I see what runway numbers there are? Looks like 32 and probably 14. So what's my current heading? Yeah, I'm pretty close. Let's turn the heading bug to 320-ish. Mostly ish. And is my gear down? Well, it's down and welded. So gear check, gear's down, it's welded. And now we're past the touchdown point. We're beam touchdown point. Let's take it down to about 1,000 feet. Or I can just ignore autopilot and assume control of the aircraft. What would I do? What would I do? I don't think I have the ability to turn this on or off. I wish I did. But we're way past the touchdown point. We can probably start turning base real easily right now. P3D? No, Pavlin. This is X-Plane 11. And welcome aboard, friend. Glad to have you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have issues with this until I basically crack the autopilot. Is this the autopilot disconnect button? There we go. That's the autopilot disconnect button. Yay! There we go. We're turning. At least we'll figure out how to crack that. I'm just going to keep turning, and we're going to cut the throttle way down as we start descending. Trees on a lake. Yes. This is satellite imagery mixed with not very up-to-date or accurate tree things. So, yes, it's not perfect. But it is good to see you, and it's nice to have you folks along for the arrival into what I believe is Rook Field or Rookie Field. It's my first GA flight on X-Plane 11 since I do not even know when. After we land, I might do another GA flight in X-Plane 12 and we can see what the differences are. I mean, fair warning, I have no ortho installed in X-Plane 11, so if you like ortho, you're not going to like the next flight. We could be going a lot slower though, that's for sure. We have... Are the flaps fully deployed? Not yet. We're not going to need them. Although it might benefit me. We're going to balloon a little bit. And that's going to chop some of my forward speed. Winds are probably going to push me off the runway a little bit, so I'm going to turn. And now we flare. Oof. Landed way before the touchdown point, but only 165 feet per minute, so not bad. Yes, I think what happened before was that we were messing around with autopilot on the ground for our departure from Corpus Christi, which made the airplane want to do all kinds of weird stuff. You're sick? Oh man, I hope you feel better soon. God bless you and heal you in Jesus' name. I wasn't feeling the best this week, Pavlin. I actually wasn't. I was feeling a little bit ground down. So I physically wanted to do scenery dev, and my brain did not want to cooperate. So um, instead of staying up till like way late, like I usually do on a Friday night, I went to bed around like 1 in the morning, and I woke up feeling so much better, so much better. All right, flaps all the way up, and let's put the taxi lights on, landing lights off, and take the strobe off. Where are you? Right here. All right. Well, we survived. I'm happy about that. And now we're going to go ahead, head to the hangar and shut this turkey off. Oh, okay. Heart condition. I've known a person or two with those. I pray you're able to take care of that and that you are well cared for. Not bad. There's some static aircraft parked down here. I'm kind of glad I made this flight. Look at that. I don't believe this is a freeware download of any kind. This is just available through the Scenery Gateway. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, X-Plane 11 has a system for Scenery developers to submit airports for inclusion in the base airport library for the sim. What you would need to do is um, you would need to have the airport built with standard objects, and then you'd be able to submit it and have somebody review it. All the same, Pavlin, I do hope you feel better soon. All right, we are parked. Let's go ahead and pull full lean, kill the engine, turn off the magnetos, and turn off the pitos, the nav, taxi, beacon, fuel pump can come off, and the avionics can come off, and the alternator and the battery can come off, and we're done. That is one flight in the books. I kind of like flying that. That was pretty neat. Unfortunately, my computer doesn't like the sim very much, so we're going to go ahead and quit and load into X-Plane 12 and see what the experience is like there. So, let me quit. We'll put you guys in the Be Right Back screen because it's going to go dark. And then we're going to load X-Plane 12 and we're going to see what the experience is like there. I do not know whether my flight switch panel will work there. It would be nice if it did, but we'll figure it out. And I think I might take a little break to stretch my legs, just in case I need to do something. So give me a moment, folks. I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, folks, I am back. I am in between things at the moment, so let me go ahead and make sure my screen is maximized. But I think I just need to maximize it here. So now we have X-Plane 12 loaded, and we are going to go check out. I don't know if we're going to check out the same area or go somewhere else, but we'll see what we can do. I haven't installed too much. I tried flying the Bombardier Challenger 300 that I had through DDEN for X-Plane 11. It does not work in the sim. The TOLUS works. The X-Crafts ERJ works with a little Control E cheat. And I think the Airbus A220 works. I haven't tried flying it yet. But as you can tell, I like flying airliners a lot, especially the Flight Factor 757, even though that plane likes to meme me more often than not. I also have the Project 767, but I don't think I'll be flying that on stream today. I might fly an airliner if I decide to fly MSFS later. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the RV-10. I've never tried flying this aircraft before, so it could be interesting. But at the same time, I don't know. Uh, Default plane looks pretty neat. And where are we gonna go? Where were we gonna go? I'm not gonna fly in New York City because I like seeing more detail there than the default sim gives me, and we're not gonna fly to Jacksonville because that's marginal overcast. Yeah, I'm not worried about not having ortho. I'm just saying the level of detail that I have in the sim right now is default. So let me think. If I'm gonna fly somewhere, let me just randomly pick a state. How about how about Boston? Oh no, wait. I tried flying out of Boston before and the weather was horrible. However, if we go to some place like maybe I don't know, not Memphis, not Little Rock, not Sedona because I don't think I have scenery installed for it right now. How about New Mexico or Arizona? I'm just not thinking. Charlotte. Okay, let's go to Charlotte. Or let's go around Charlotte. We can always start at the airport and go fly somewhere else. That's fine. Charlotte should be big enough to have a GA ramp. And if I'm not mistaken, the GA ramp is over here. I think that's cargo? Yes. So the GA ramp is here. Let's go ahead and pick a random spot and load in. GA ramp, clear conditions, real weather download is on. I am using XEnviro, and we will use real world date and time, and then we will have a flight to do. I might switch from the RV-10 to a Cessna again, or might fly a BizJet, but not right now. We're going to do a little bit more GA, and then we're going to figure out what to do. It should probably not be that difficult to start this plane up unless it's much more systems dense than I thought. But give me just a bit, folks. Okay, so this is different. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set. I have a whole bunch of cables on my desk right now. Let me just do a little bit of cleanup. Second flight today, just a bit of a exhibition, so to speak. We flew the first flight out of Corpus Christi in X-Plane 11, and now we're flying in X-Plane 12, and I'm getting about 30 frames per second right now with the current setup. Bear in mind the current setup right now is 1080p with AutoGen almost entirely maxed out. And I think texture resolution is either on high or like as far as it'll go. I will see how this compares to our prior experience. I can probably tell you this without even taking one more step. The CPU management in X-Plane 12 is most likely going to be much, much better. And the reason why I can say that with a degree of confidence is because when I downloaded the X-Plane 12 demo, that was what sold me on buying the program. I was able to run it more comfortably, and I was able to do things like access folders and do other stuff on the computer without this thing taking over all of my CPU processing. Um, it's smooth, and yeah, I'm using XEnviro 1.20, and it looks great. And like I said, I've got my AutoGen, and trees around here are pretty much almost totally maxed out. So no, I have zero ortho, but yes, I almost don't care. And that's because there's so much stuff that you see in front of you. Only thing that sucks is that I haven't set up any view presets. So again, if you guys forgive the temporary intrusion, I'm going to go ahead and set my views so I can see things a bit more clearly. Just a touch. And what I want to see, probably with my second view, I want to focus on probably the screens, these screens in particular. So this might not be a bad view. View 3 is probably going to be me focusing on the stuff on the bottom. View 4 is any leftover stuff, like here. There's the Hobbs timer right there. And what's view 5? Ooh, what does that say? You fly this aircraft at your own risk. It doesn't comply with internationally recognized standards. That's not a good sign. This will be the over the dash cam. And then we will go out to the side and do the usual view 6. Oscar Mike Golf for the call sign. And then we'll do this view for view 7. And that should be it. Whoa! Look at that. IRL traffic just landed. That's pretty neat. I wasn't expecting that. I guess I know what direction we're taking off in now. All right, so this is legitimately my first time messing around with this aircraft, so I'm literally going to be messing with this as I go. Unfortunately, oh no, wait, did I even bother plugging this back in? I I thought I did. No, I did. No, I'm almost 1,000% sure that my SciTech switch panel is not going to work with X-Plane 12, at least not until I decide to get SPAD.next. So I'm not worried about it. Let's go ahead and see if we can turn this plane on otherwise. Battery on, alternator, autopilot's off, avionics master, pitot heat not right now, and and we're going to make mixture full rich. This I haven't messed around with too much. So feathering is something that somebody's going to have to educate me on. I think full feather is probably what I want to use for takeoff and landing. Unless landing, I don't need to mess with it. But I think I might have to feather the throttle when I'm in cruise or climb or descent. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first time messing around with that. The throttle, I want the throttle. Let's go ahead and grab the throttle, my other throttle joystick, excuse me. And this might be my last flight for the stream, or I might actually duck into MSFS. And when we're flying, I might like catch up with you guys about some ideas that I have for future streams. Because, like I said, not only am I not quitting anytime soon, I might decide to change up and to do some things differently in my current stream experience that might benefit me, give me a chance to kind of take breaks and recharge my batteries, and then to go and appreciate some new content. Some other folks have diversified a bit, so I might start doing that also. But now I think I understand what I want to do. I don't need to see my frame rate counter right now, so I'll put that away. And there's nobody around me, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and get myself set to take off on 18 left. And we're just going to go ahead, go around Charlotte, find a random airplane to go to, and then we'll be good. Is that a cargo plane? Interesting. I mean, the livery matching is off, but that's kind of neat to actually have some IRL traffic around here. And we do have another American Airlines plane coming in, so let's see if we can catch it. There we go. Just touched down. Ugh, I do like live traffic, I'll tell you that right now. I don't have the real traffic plugin like I used to, but I might bring it back on just because of the fact that X-Plane 12 looks as good as it does. This is default. This is totally default. Totally default, and I'm liking this. In terms of scenery, stuff like that. That might throw my realism because they don't seem to be moving it. I'm not sure how old that data is, but it's gone now. Oh, because I don't have the real traffic plugin plugged in, what will probably happen is when the pilots transition from landing to exiting the runway, they might either mess with their transponder or they might activate something which I guess doesn't update their data because it's not tracking the new squawk mode that they're squawking. So, is what it is. I'll take it as it comes. So, if I'm clear right and clear left, I can go ahead. Oop, coming this way? No. Let's go ahead and call clear prop and probably start the engine up. There we go. Good start. Let's do the pitot heat. And again, I forgot to open up the fuel pump, so forgive my lack of realism here. But is what it is. Let's go ahead and think about what we want to do. We'll probably taxi up this taxiway, cross that cross runway, and take off on 18 left and see where we go. Before I go, we'll do a quick flight controls check. Elevator works. Rudder controls work. And let's go ahead and release the parking brake and get going. So, welcome aboard to X-Plane 12. Today's flight is going to be another GA flight in the Vans RV10. And we're going to see what we can do flying around Charlotte. Bear in mind, this is a completely default airport. No freeware at all. And yeah, nothing's been done to this airport whatsoever. I'm just enjoying it as is. So I should be able to take a right turn here and go up the side. I can already tell you right off the bat that default X-Plane 12 with XEnviro 1.20 is better than X-Plane 11 with XEnviro 1.17 or 1.18. The visuals in the sim right now are stupendous. I mean, like default stuff and ground loops and getting into and out of airports, even default airports in X-Plane wasn't a crummy thing. I mean, I'll take a default airport in X-Plane 11 over any default airport in MSFS that does not have the bespoke treatment applied to it. Sorry for the jerkiness with the rudder. I just have to deal with that dead zone. I will say that this is definitely a very nice experience. It's smoother. It's certainly less of a strain on my PC. And again, I have no clue why. I legitimately have no clue why this newer one is less demanding on my computer than the old one is. But it could literally be because the whatever they're doing with Vulkan and CPU processing is better. The overall architecture hasn't changed, I don't think. I think it's just the fact that they're maybe being more efficient with what they're doing. Let me go ahead and check my lights. Where are my lights? Where are my lights? Oh, and how much fuel did I take along? Maybe we should have checked that detail before we left. Weight balance and fuel. Internal fuel weight, 86.2. Payload weight. No, we don't need that much. Or do we? We are laden down with stuff. We'll take a few kilograms of baggage, fuel weight, holdover time. Hold on, folks. Let me take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, folks, thanks for waiting for me. I am back. Let's get going. I just realized I've been on the menu. You guys haven't even been hearing any sounds. I'm sorry. There we go. Also, let me go ahead and disable my Xpilot plugin because I want to see stuff. So now I should actually see aircraft if I tune my my transponder, which I haven't even done yet. Oof. Okay. Map, traffic, traffic. Transponder should be squawking VFR. And transponder altitude reporting on. And that's it. And give me an inset for wind, option 2. And winds, DME. No wind data? No wind data at all. Interesting. Okay, whatever. I think I also turned something off that I didn't want to turn off. DME. Oh, there we go. There's the inset. Traffic, topo, terrain. There we go. I'm happy. We're squawking VFR. We should be cleared across. Let's go. All right, let's enjoy a little pleasure cruise around Charlotte. Why are you so froggy? My word. I don't know. I really got to check my controls with regards to flying this thing. My my rudder paddles on my 16,000M have seen better days, I think. I might have to seriously consider getting a different joystick or just going back to single joystick operations with just the T16000M flight stick and not the throttle. But at least I'm kind of getting the hang of flying the rudder pedals. Are those old military planes over there? Oh wait, I don't do that. I do this. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty neat. There's an F4 behind my pillar there, so that's fine. Yeah, this is something that it's kind of beginning to annoy me now. I guess I gotta adjust my response curve because this is really borked. Also, it wants to turn the rudder pedals in a particular direction. I don't know why it wants to do that when the default orientation should be just neutral. Like, let me look. They look pretty neutral right now, like right here. That's full left, that's full right. So I don't know why it wants to just keep turning one way. It should want to turn the plane to the right. At least I think so. Oh, about the throttle that I'm using. Okay. All right. So it's not just me. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to make do the best we can, folks. And before I start going all over the place, I can see that my autopilot is right here. And there is an autopilot button. Yay. Great. Do we have a heading button? Yes, we do. I'm going to set it to like just 180 for now. Oh, come on. Work with me, please. Please, come on, be nice. So we're just going to point it south, and at least that digital readouts here, so that's great. And what do I want to set my altitude to? Probably, which way am I flying? Let's fly west to start. So let's go to 4,500. And then, you know what? I'm just going to set it once and not worry about it for the rest of the trip. Because again, I'm not flying VFR by the book today. I just want to have fun. So we have our altitude set, we have our initial heading set, and we can go ahead and enter the runway now after a little bit of flaps. And where are my lights again? Aha! Strobe lights, nav lights, landing lights. There we go. Parking brake release. Let's go, folks. Okay, so essentially, I need to have a super steady hand on the controls for the rudder. And I think I can probably learn that over time, but having to know it initially just kind of throws me off. Flaps are set. Let's feed in the throttle slowly. Airspeed is alive. And just get that nose in the air slowly and up and away. Not bad. Positive rate. Gear is welded. Let's climb. Climb, climb, climb. Do I have trim control on this thing? I believe I do. That's not bad. I'm probably way off the runway heading already, but we're climbing. What in the world just happened? That's crazy. And, well, got saved into flight really fast. Wow. Can I see the replay? Dude, that was crazy. What happened? Okay, so right around here, I don't know. We got this crazy just jerked motion, and it wasn't, I don't think it was my rudder. I don't think it was something else. Let me see. Yep, right around there. So let me see. We'll back it up. Hang on. I want to see this. Let's do this and see if I can find out which control tipped it off. No control. No control at all. Did you guys see that? Hold on. If we pitched up, there should be some elevator movement. I didn't see it. Hold on. I'll take a look at that today, Pavlin. Thank you for mentioning. So right here, nope, no elevator movement at all. Either I got hit by a crazy surprise gust of wind or something else happened. Whatever the case, I think I'm going to pick a different plane because I don't like the way the Vans is behaving. Uh, Maybe the Cessna again? We'll try the Cessna with the G1000 and we will set up probably on the runway just to skip a whole bunch of prep. We'll see. I don't know what happened, but we'll try it again. All right. So we're not ready to go. That's fine. pump, mixture full rich. Do we need static air? I don't know. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of throttle. That should be set. And let's go ahead and start. Okay, that works. Not going to care too much about the stuff, especially since I'm on the runway right now. We'll squawk VFR, and we will squawk with the transponder on. Not going to worry about winds. Just going to do the best I can and just enjoy flying. Flaps to takeoff setting, I think. Flaps 10. And that should be everything I need. Am I missing any lights? No, but I think pitot heat will be good. That was very peculiar. I have no clue what happened. Okay, let's see. Parking brake is off. There we go. Bring it under control. There we go. Very nice. RPM's in the green. 60 knots. We should be able to get some lift. And up we go. I don't know if we hit something, some kind of pretend object that made the plane just completely nose up, but we lost all lift immediately. There is something on the runway, so just in case there's some kind of collision detection algorithm, I'm going to go around it. Yup, it's the same place! Dude, it's the same thing that happened before. Look at that. Is it the traffic? That's a little weird. But this time we didn't lose the airplane. That's crazy. Did we hit an invisible wall of jello is my question. I have no clue. Also, wow. Let me think. Is it the rudders? Why is the plane going nutso? We certainly got enough forward speed. The autopilot should not be on at all. Or the winds are super crazy. Let me see. Are the rudder pedals doing any kind of weird movements? Nope. Nope. I'm not even on the rudder pedals right now. Is there something that happens when I'm flying the... Nope. 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 I'm barely even touching the elevator and aileron controls. Either the wind is that bad or there's a problem in the sim. Let me check the weather. That's crazy. So, conditions are clear. Oh, what's going on, X-Enviro? Are you okay? We got scattered cumulus and we've got a whole bunch of crazy winds. So, let's do this. Let's go ahead and power cycle X-Enviro. And now let's take a look at the conditions. Manually enter the weather, get rid of everything, and then we'll download real weather again. No, there's something going on with weather right now, and that's a problem. I'm not a fan. We should not be doing things like gusting. Oh, wait. Well, hold on. We're talking about IRL stuff. Scattered cumulus. Let me see if it has anything to do with X-Enviro. I'm going to run without X-Enviro for a little bit. So I've disabled it for now. Wow. And we're going to crash. Okay. I don't know. I mean, that was a crazy wind input, but that's nuts. This is default clouds now, I think. Is it? It could be. It could be because I have XEnviro disabled. But now at least we're cool. There might be something going on with the XEnviro weather generation. Let me see what the weather looks like right now. Well, the winds are still there, but I don't know. Is it an input issue? Let me turn XEnviro back on, see if the problem comes back. Oh, is it on? Yeah, I disabled XEnviro, so it should be... We should be good now. Okay, I got that same jerky thing going on with the winds, so it could literally be XEnviro, and that's what it looks like it is. Probably some kind of a glitch with the weather generation, so we're going to fly with it off. The clouds do not look that much different. As a matter of fact, I think I can figure out how to fly with the XEnviro clouds turned on without having the wind glitch. So, is what it is, I guess. Yeah, yeah. So essentially, it looks like there's some kind of problem with weather generation in XEnviro right now, or maybe I'm handling it incorrectly, but I'm flying with real weather and it's just not playing nice. There is the airport we took off out of. And yeah, welcome to X-Plane 12. I'm sorry that the departure was way more chaotic than I would have liked it to have been. But let me do this. Let me see if I can at least get this airplane to settle down. No, we need the pitot heat on, please. Thank you. All right, hold on. Can I trim? Yes, at least I think I can. This should give me a few seconds. We'll fly the current heading. And let's give it a little bit more. Actually, I'm maxed out for throttle. We'll bring the flaps in. And we'll set the altitude to about 2,500. Vertical speed. Where's my vertical speed? Is it here? That's weird. I usually haven't had problems adjusting vertical speed before. That's not the problem there. That's my altitude. Where is vertical speed? That's weird. We'll just do flight level change. And I guess that'll work. So there we go. All right. Not the best, but it'll do. All right. Crazy behavior, to be sure, but we're in. Let me set up my wing views here, or my views, period. Oh, look at that. My backup HSI isn't working. Did I need to put my alt static air on? I didn't think so. I've got magneto set to both. All my avionics are on. Huh, that's strange. It's okay. We're using the main HSI for now. Plus, we have a good weather for visuals. What's this? Oh, weird. Okay, now that's strange. The scenery, I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in properly. It could be because of the fact that X Enviro is still running, even though it's disabled. Okay, so at least for the rest of the trip, I'm not going to zoom in, except to look at controls. I will keep my eyes on this here, and then that way we can see a whole bunch of stuff on the bottom. And then, is there anything else that I need to look at? No, I think we're fine. I'll put this view like this for the nose cam, and we'll go outside. Okay, there you go. Views are borked, and the weather seems to be a bit messed up for weather generation. We are outside of the greater city area, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my heading bug and start turning back towards the city. That's weird. Let's go ahead and just do this. Huh. Bit of an interesting day for flying, folks, wouldn't you say? We'll turn west and then we'll turn back north and we'll do a little bit of a loop around Charlotte. I am sorry that what I'm trying to say, the sim is not behaving. At least this looks okay. So where is the city actually? Way off to my right, I guess. We'll go back towards the center of the VOR, or the rows, the compass rows. So I'm going to start turning up to, oh, that's so weird. We'll start turning up to 300. I was going to say, oh, this looks nice, but visual glitches are no bueno. But I will say, the sheer amount of detail that I'm able to pull off in the sim now makes not having ortho not sting as much. Just east of the airport. Let's turn back north then. Up, again with the weirdness. Let's go north. Okay, so tell you what, Steve, I'll let you take me on a tour for about 5 or 10 minutes. How about that? I see the airport in front of me. I'm not going to zoom in because things are broken. And we're going to fly around for a little bit and we're going to have some fun. You said Charlotte City was just east of the airport. I thought I saw the buildings around here. So we're going to go that way. We are going to go that way. Let's go. Thanks for coming along today. Really appreciate having you guys aboard. I wish that the weather generation was much better, but maybe there's a problem that I'm going to have to address at some point. I don't know. Yeah. Something is borked for sure. And I'm not even sure if these clouds are moving. But whatever. Actually, do you guys mind if I save the plane state and try to restart the sim? Because if I restart the sim with things the way that they are right now, maybe I can fly with at least default clouds and keep Xenviro turned off for the moment. I'm running 1.20 for X-Plane 12. It's the only one compatible with X-Plane 12 right now, and they're focusing on X-Plane 12 going forward. So maybe I'm going to send him an email or send him a ticket tonight. But give me a moment, folks. Loading into the sim is nothing like it used to be. This loads pretty quickly for me. So I'm going to go ahead and actually exit, reload the scenario, and come back in and see if it works. Oh, 1.24 is current? What? Okay, clearly I wasn't paying attention. Stand by, guys. I'm going to do some things. I'm going to go to the place I bought it from and see if I can download the latest version. If I can download and install the latest version and get it behaving, then I will gladly show it to you guys because I like flying an Xenviro. I just wish, I do wish that it was better behaved. Okay, just signed in. Let me see if I can find my Xenviro install. And let's go find it real quick. Download the item. That's weird. I have 120 as the only package that I actually am able to access. I don't want to show because I would be showing my serial number and stuff, but I have xenviro120.exe as a download page. So I don't know. Oh, go to the website. Okay. Let me go to Xenviro then. Hold on. Okay, I'm going there now. So there we go. Current version is 1.24. I have no clue why I can only see 1.20. That sucks. But let's go ahead and apply that now. Hopefully it won't take more than a few minutes. I'm not on a slow connection, but I'm not on like a fiber optic connection. Great, great. That makes me feel better. Depending on how much time I spend flying this leg, I might call this stream after this flight because it's coming on 5 o'clock, and I'm probably gonna want to take a break, stretch, grab some coffee, and settle in for the night. I really, really appreciate everybody coming on board and saying hello. Really appreciate the subs. Um, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and part of what I want to do right now is rest. And I have enjoyed myself on stream today. I haven't felt anywhere nearly as messed up as I did a couple weeks ago, and I'm so grateful to the Lord for that. So let me go ahead and install Xenviro. I'm doing that right now. I know you guys don't see anything. I'm sorry. So let's see. Let's find the X-Plane 12 folder. There we go. Folder selected. Install. Let's go ahead and update it. It should just override the things that I had before. I didn't want to completely remove it. And let's go ahead and fire up X-Plane again. And I am going to start with Xenviro running, and we're going to see if it's going to try to knock me out of the sky. We will see, folks. We will see. I'm gonna load into the sim first, just in case it asks me for any kind of verification. I know you said it doesn't, but just in case some kind of weird pop-up comes on and says, "Hey, we need your serial number again," which again I'm not expecting it to, but we'll see. All right, let's resume. Let me load a saved flight. This should put me back in the air. You guys probably hear some noise. And it shouldn't take me more than, like, say, 20 seconds to load the sim, so sorry for the delay. I'm sorry that we're even doing this right now, but such is life. Preparing the world. Okay, Xenviro is loading. And I have my hands on the controls just in case something goes batty. I do have the autopilot running right now, though, so is what it is. It's windy, but it's not, I want to knock the plane out of the sky windy. The clouds are loading. X-Enviro is on. It is not disabled, but I am going to disable X-Pilot. And it's maintaining heading. The winds are all over the place, but I guess that's afternoon turbulence for you. All right, it hasn't asked me for any kind of serial update, so we should be able to switch you guys over to live view. And here we are. There we go. Clouds pretty much look the same as before, and now I can actually zoom in. And things don't look weird. But it's pretty bumpy right now. Look at this. We're getting bounced around. But this is fun. This is fun. At least this is better now. Also, okay, I thought everything was off. I'm like, wait, my battery's off? No. Sorry. Okay, so we're flying towards Charlotte or downtown Charlotte. And like I said, take a look around. This is default X-Plane 12 with X-Enviro 1.24. Thank you, Steve. And this is, I think this is autogen to max. Okay, this is autogen to high. So there's some places where you don't have autogen installed, but for me, this is my perspective. And you can take it with a grain of salt, or you can just say, no, I don't care. That's fine. You're welcome to do so. I want you to have an opinion. For me, the hallmarks of a good sim experience are great atmospherics, great systems modeling, great scenery that doesn't necessarily have to include ortho. I like ortho when the scenery doesn't measure up. But look around. Look at how much autogen is on right now. Like, yes, I do see default textures, but my brain associates all this break of like repeating patterns, and I'm like, I'm not paying attention to the way the ground looks right now that much. I'm paying attention to, what I'm flying past or what I'm about to fly over. Yes, if I'm at VFR altitudes like below 1,000 feet, I'm gonna notice that there isn't ortho installed. But if I'm flying a 757, if I'm flying a 737, and I'm flying from Boston to New York, and I have custom airports installed for both of them, I'm probably not going to be paying too much attention to the scenery around me, except if it's a really beautiful or picturesque day, or if I need to get the scenery to make the Manhattan look a lot better. Yeah. It was, I just passed it. I just passed it. Let me see. Right there. I mean, you can tell there's default textures here, but there's a city. Wow, it's bumpy out here. It's kind of crazy. And you can see the highway system. It kind of looks like it would IRL. And I'm sorry, MSFS, no offense, but your highways do not look like this. Yes, they are angled and sometimes they kind of concave in on themselves, but that's it. Now we're flying to the northeast of Charlotte. You were there this morning. Okay. Independence Boulevard. Wow. It's pretty bumpy today. And I'm at 2,500 feet, so I guess it must be warm in Charlotte today because I'm getting a lot of turbulence. There's so much detail in terms of ground autogen. One thing that X-Plane doesn't emulate is simulate is traffic jams. So wherever you're going, you're going to get there quickly, which is pretty neat. I don't know. I mean, maybe one day I'll install the Auto Ortho plugin for X-Plane 12, but right now it's not that big of a deal. It kind of, it frees me up to enjoy flying and paying attention to the things that are involved in an aircraft. We are somewhere. Let me see. We do have traffic in the area, and I think I can probably fly to Kilo Juliet Oscar Foxtrot. So I'm going to go ahead and set myself up. We're going to just pretend we're flying straight in, and I'm going to set the heading to maybe 060. Ooh, so there we go. Now we're talking. If we're talking about beefing up the already good-looking AutoGen, I might give X America a go with this sim. I just might do that. Because that sounds pretty good. But, of course, I'm not going to lie. I've been drinking the Kool-Aid. I've been flying a lot more MSFS these days. I've been enjoying myself. And important point, the best sim is the one that you like to use. So if you like X-Plane 12, go bananas. Enjoy flying it. Don't listen to a thing I say. Maximize it to your benefit. Do whatever you want with it. If you like flying MSFS for the same reasons, enjoy it. Do whatever you want to do with it. Don't listen to, any any curmudgeony advice from me or from anybody else that says, "Oh, well, like I like the 7, this is better. Like this is why." Like use it, enjoy it, do whatever you want with it. What? Wait a minute. Let me see. If you get to Kilo Juliet Oscar Foxtrot and head south, you might see the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Dude, why did you say that? Now I'm gonna have to start looking for it. And a GA plane, no less. Uh, oh, here we go. Now you got me involved, man. You see, like we got traffic, and I'm like at 2,500 feet, and now I'm looking for Speedway. Oh, all right. Well, tell you what. There is the airport. At least that's what I think the airport is, because it's off my 10 o'clock. Um, I'm gonna go to the outside view because it's probably gonna be more steady. Is that the airport? Okay, so if that's the airport, I gotta go south. I don't see it. It's south of 485. Okay, so now it's literally gonna be off my left wing, and I think that's the airport. So if that's the airport off my left wing, then that means I should turn south now. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and turn south, heading of like, actually, south of the airport. Let's go. Turn, plane, turn. Come on. Come on, plane, turn. Hello. Yoo-hoo. Come on, work with me. It's pretty close to the airport? Okay. So I'm kind of in the vicinity. Let's see. We just went past the airport. I might not see it if it's not modeled. I don't think it is. Let me turn back to the airport. I'll turn off the autopilot and fly by hand. Because the autopilot's not, it's not letting me, it's not letting me, what am I trying to say? It's not letting me turn with the heading bug. Wow, it is windy today. Sheesh. All right, do me a favor. Autopilot on. No, on, please. Keep the altitude. And we're going to turn the heading. Come on, work with me, zoom camera. That is the thing that I have difficulty with in the sim. When the pretend turbulence knocks me away from a control that I'm trying to use and I start zooming in instead. I don't think it's drawn in either. I don't think so. We're about to fly directly over the airport, and it would probably be around here somewhere. Whether it's in one of these fields or out here. Ooh, who are you? Hello? Ooh, a GA plane? Hello? All right, good enough then. Let's knock the autopilot out and just go straight in. I'm going to have an extended downwind, and I'm going to go ahead and start descent. Oof, man, the wind is something else. Sheesh. All right, so we pretty much have all the lights on except for taxi. I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and just start descending. Take me down to like 1,000 feet or less, and then we will turn around and land at the airport. Hopefully we won't have a problem like we did taking off the first time. Bye-bye, plane. Look at your 8 o'clock. Oh, sorry. It was around here? I guess this is where it would be? Oh, no, wait. You said it was south of the airport. Oh, wait. There's a plane like right next to me. Where is it? It was somewhere around here. It may be above me now. Oh, it's back that way. Wow, this wind is nasty. I'm way past 30 degrees. Facing north, it would be at my 4 to 5 o'clock. Okay, so I'll probably take a look with X-Plane's version of the drone cam once I roll out. Let's go ahead and start adding some flaps in. I need some lift. I'm gonna follow this plane into final? Dude! They don't know that I'm flying in the sim, but I know they're flying IRL. Give me some power, plane. I don't want a crater. And that's fine. Flaps 10 for now. I have like about 80 knots, and then we'll land. But even when you get close to the ground, the sim still looks good. It's just a question of taste at this point. Like, do you absolutely positively need ortho in a sim? I argue you don't necessarily need it unless that's what you're looking for. If you want it, get it. It's out there. All right. Flaps 20, I think. Flaps 25. Wow. So windy. I'm using live traffic. Live traffic has a real traffic plugin. So when aircraft land at an airport, you can see them taxi, I think, all the way to the gate. But It depends. Depends on what the pilots do once they actually land the plane. So I don't know. About to have runway incursion, but I don't care. Wow. Give me a little bit of rudder, please. Just a little bit. Get me on the runway. Come on, plane. Wee. This wind. Also, long landing, but whatever. Pardon me. Coming through. Okay. Extremely long landing. Buttered it. That was a bad thing, but we're on the ground. Yeah, so live traffic is available on explain.org. Real traffic is one of the traffic injectors. I think you can also use something called OpenNDSB. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Also, the taxiway signs in the sim look way nicer. Well, no, no, I take that back. They're not as beefy as the ones in MSFS, but I feel like they're different. Why are you trying to take off? I don't know, man. This sim, it just it feels it. I don't know if it feels different. It just looks better. It looks better than it did in the X-Plane 11 days, especially out of the box stock, with the only things being added like X and Viro. It just it just feels better, or it looks better. My rudder controls notwithstanding. Let's go ahead and pull the throttles back a little bit more. I wish I could see those lines a bit better, but is what it is. And let's turn in here. They even have a hangar open for me, but I'll go ahead and stop here. And there we go. Low, done. I wonder if that's winds. Probably is winds. Lights off, all the lights off. Beacon, fuel pump, pitot, magneto's off, and avionics off, and master. Don't know why this screen's still on, but whatever. Yeah, man, I'm pleased with the sim the way it looks right now. So, you said if you look, you can see the racetrack. I'm either guessing this hole is the racetrack or that's the racetrack over there. Like this kind of spot. It's either this or this or this. I don't know. Oh, wrong way? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me try it again. South of runway 2. Duh. South. So, this would be south. Is it? Unless my sense of direction is clearly off. Wait. Okay, okay. We're pointing the right way now. Good. South. And I'm looking left a little bit. Okay. So, if it's not this, I'm assuming it's this thing here, correct? Or not? Yeah, not modeled. Okay. So this would have been where the racetrack would have been. Also, liking the wave action here. Is it? I don't know if they look three-dimensional. I don't know if they are three-dimensional, but they sure look it. I like the waves. Yeah, dude. Man. What am I gonna tell you? I like the way the sim looks right now. I will probably start flying more of it if I get into a place where I might actually start doing flight lessons again. I did one some years back, and obviously I need to start from scratch, but I I like the idea of getting a PPL. You're gonna fire you up. Okay, okay. So when you get a picture of it, put the picture in the I don't know, the screenshots or the general chat if you want. But not too shabby. I mean, X-Plane 11 works. It's just that it uses so much more resources for whatever weird reason than this actually does in my sim. And I wish it didn't, but what are you gonna do? I mean, I'm good. I'm happy. I like X-Plane 12. X-Plane 12 will obviously continue to receive updates and more up-to-date airport data. The scenery right now obviously isn't what am I going to say? This is land class scenery. So if I'm flying at like, you know, 20, 30,000 feet, this is what I'm going to see. But again, if I'm flying at like 20 or 30,000 feet and I'm flying a 737, I could take a look out the window or I could just, talk or do something else. So I'm still not at that point where I need ortho, but at some point soon, maybe. All right, folks, how long have I been streaming today? I've been on for about 2.5 hours. I am sorry for all of the memes that occurred today, but at the same time, I'm not. It's good to laugh at yourself. And the bug that happened was just hilarious. Two-Faced Disc, hello, friend. Good to see you. Iowa Scotsman says he doubts he'll ever be back in X-Plane 11. I don't blame you. They're probably not going to update the airports anymore, or if they are going to update the airports, it's purely up to the people that actually do the submissions. So that's their call. Two-Faced Disc, my friend, I think I think we might be wrapping it up for right now. Will I be on later tonight? Maybe. Maybe not. If I am, it's probably going to be microphone off ops. I'll either be doing scenery development or I will be playing like, Euro Truck Sim or maybe even Minecraft. I don't know. Oh, that is something that I meant to say. Um, Word in the street is Digi is interested in diversifying a little bit. I am considering opening myself back up to streaming other content like um, Euro Truck Sim or Minecraft or Art of Rally, and just have fun, to enjoy the experience, and to not be so, I have to get this done, you know, on it. Although I'm working towards some very important goals right now. It's okay, Two-Faced. I mean, in your defense, you didn't know that I was going to be streaming today. I didn't even post it in my Discord. Did you? You had one job. You had one job. I didn't announce it in my Discord. I didn't even announce it before I got started. So how would you know? Um, that's another thing. Usually I stream once weekly. You know, like, seriously, dude, you mess it up. I usually stream once a week. It used to be only on Sundays. Um, I would, I was also trying to start streaming more weekly, like once a week night. And I was doing that for a little bit with microphone off streams where I was streaming scenery dev. Yeah, yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm not blaming you, dude. That was all on me. Do better. Kappa. But if I do stream more than once, it's usually either going to be on a Sunday, and then maybe on like a Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday. If I decide to stream, it's usually going to be me doing scenery dev weeknights. Let me just take it slowly. I don't feel as crummy as I did a couple of weeks ago, and I praise the Lord for that. I I just want to take it easy. I don't want to run myself into the wall again. Ah, man. Love you too, friend. It's a privilege having you here, and I'm grateful to have you aboard to say hi. You know, memes are welcome. The support is always appreciated. And it's nice to be able to fly X-Plane 12. It's nice to have options. It's nice that I can fly X-Plane 11 if I want to, 12 if I want to, MSFS if I want to. I still have P3D installed on my computer. I have not removed that. I could probably go for a flight in the Quality Wings 787 tonight, off stream, or the TFDI 717, or the Field Air Embraer E170 or 175. I have options, but I'm giving myself permission to mess up. I'm giving myself permission to enjoy the journey. I've always been this dude. It's like, okay, get this done, get this done, get this done, because I want to get something done, because I want to get to a point where I want to release stuff and I want to, make money. Like, it's all good. It's all good. We would definitely. um, Let me preface it. Quality Wing 787 for P3D. Unfortunately, I am not sure if it's going to be a project for MSFS at all anymore. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't think it is. And I wish it was, but I don't know what's going on. Let me at least whatchamacallit, give you guys some ambiance while we're here. I don't know what's up. I don't know if it's a deal with, staffing, or if it's a deal with I don't know, internal politics. Yeah, yeah, we just have to see. We'll literally have to see. I don't know. The last time I tried flying the Quality Wing 787 in P3D was probably around last summer, not this year, but last year. And I tried flying from Philly to either Orlando or like Myrtle Beach or something like that. And I was flying, and I was sitting at the desk just minding my own business, and the autopilot decides to like invert dive. I'm like, what are you doing? So something either with a patch for P3D, or something where the autopilot just decides, nope, you're going down. And it just all of a sudden just completely torpedoes the plane. So I might try flying it soon, and I might see whether or not anything happens. But here I am. It's about 2.5 hours after I got started. I have enjoyed these flights, as complicated and as tricky as they were. My rudder toggles on my T16000M are ridiculously sensitive in X-Plane 11 and 12. And I think I'm going to get up, move my legs, and do the thing called moving, actually involving some motion. So I'm going to be fair to you guys, and we're going to take a look and see who's around that we can say hello to. So, let me see. Right now, we have 757 Spy flying. Two-Tone Murphy is in X-Plane 12 of all things. The Duke Nukem is doing Saturday scenery development. Kaharia is flying a Spitfire around the world in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Torched Medic is doing ATC for... Oh, no, wait. Is he flying or is he doing ATC? I can't tell. And Cool Joe 007 is flying. He's flying across the ditch. And my friend Nick Gressler is flying an X-Plane 11. And Agent Presta is doing helicopter flights. Do you guys want to say hi to anyone in specific? I can give you guys about 10 to 15 seconds to make up your minds. I am probably going to raid, um, I'm probably either going to raid Cool Joe or I'm going to raid 757. Either extreme. There's too many options. So I might, I might say hello to 757. I like rating him. I like seeing what he's up to, and he usually flies a lot. So, oh, have a peek? Yeah, let's do Cool J. Cool J. Cool J. Cool Joe. Yes, Cool Joe. Let me dip into Discord before I leave because Steve posted up something. I want to be fair. But we will raid Cool Joe. And I appreciate everybody that stopped by and said hello. I certainly appreciate the resubs. Again, appreciated, not required, but not gonna lie, they feel good. It feels nice to get somebody to sub or to resub. And I can't password really well right now, so let me try this again. Think. Also, I have a long password, so there you go. All right, let me look up my Discord shortly. There we go. Okay, I'm going into the Discord and we are looking for that post in general, in chat. Here we go. Okay, it's an X-Plane 12. So you have, this is an X, so you have X-Plane 12 installed. Got it. And there is the airport, and there is the speedway. So I wasn't even looking in the right direction. Duh. Okay, okay, I see it now. I see it now. Takes me back to when I used to play NASCAR. All right, folks, let me get the raid set up. Really, really, really appreciate having you folks on board for today. I wasn't planning on it. I just wanted to say hello to folks and spend time having conversation. The whole resub thing, that was icing on the cake. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi. I was at the end. I just wasn't paying attention. That's why I should do ortho. All right. All right. I'll experiment with that. Oh, I should do NASCAR, you mean? Ah, well, I might have to. Stay tuned. All right. Folks, stick around for the raid. We're going to go raid Cool Joe right now. Really appreciate having you folks say hello to me. It makes me feel good. I appreciate the community that we have. And like I always like to say, if you want true peace, you want to know the Prince of Peace, and that is Jesus Christ, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Folks, take care. God bless the rest of your weekend, and let's go raid Cool Joe. See ya.